everyone, and welcome to Moto 2 for the Supercross night for the HRL MegaMix series. And I'm very, very happy to show everyone the track for Moto 2. I like the first track, but I mean, I'm a little biased here. I'm a little biased here. The second track, though, oh yeah, now we're talking. So we have a classic here, Detail going rogue, and cooking this one up for the season tonight. And if you can't recognize it, getting a quick glance already as we go through the layout, it is Salt Lake. Salt Lake. So I don't recall which version of Salt Lake exactly, or like what, if it's like a combination. I couldn't tell you because it was one of those tracks that got like iterated upon. So I couldn't tell you that. Probably like the first one. I don't remember. It's been too long. I'd have to peep it, but it's Salt Lake. It's Salt Lake. It's instantly recognizable if you raced that track. On Halo 5, we had some of the greatest Supercross races that we had on Halo 5 on that track. Some really good battles, and one of the toughest tracks. On that game. On this one, I'd say this one's more of an intermediate. Not that it's not tough, though. This one can be brutal in its own way, but more of an intermediate for tonight. But yeah, Salt Lake at the time was definitely one of the techiest tracks, especially like some of the later iterations too. And pretty fun to watch. Pretty fun to get in a groove on, run laps. Like it was solid tracks. So, definitely one that I love, and I've been looking forward to this race. I wasn't sure how much I was anticipating this night, and then once this track got sent in, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I gotta see how Salt Lake goes. So, definitely one that I love, and was definitely mentioned when we did the 25 track countdown. I can't remember exactly where it placed, but that was definitely a track that got brought up for some people. But yeah, so let's go through the lineup. We got Camby, Armada, and Empty Goose. I believe Empty Goose. I'll explain that in a moment. Camby, Armada, Real Deal, Turkey, Opix, Luke, Hunter, Roman, Soul, Slaunch, and Detail. So, Coop, it looks like he's in timeout. I need him to move his Spartan. I feel bad. No, he just I forget exactly what it was. Something came up. He's cheesing out for Moto 2. Stayed in the lobby though, so he could get his classic screenshots. If you don't take a look at those every week that he races, Coop's camera roll in the Discord. Love that shit. Love when he keeps up with it. So stayed in the lobby for that. So shout out to him for staying around so you could take advantage of that, because I love looking at those screenshots. But he is cheesing out for the race on this one. But yeah, so you guys have the gate line up. That's the explanation on Coop. It's 15 laps again around Salt Lake, and one of the most important laps on this one, it always is on Supercross, the first lap, but especially on this one, it's really hard. This first section of the first lap, green flag, gate drops. Looks like Hunter and Luke get the best starts, but Hunter's was a step above. Just absolutely a step above. And he goes out to a massive hole shot. Got to give him credit on that one. Not as conky as I expected. Not gonna lie. But that section on the first lap is the hardest that it is. Detail and Real Deal already getting around Hunter. Ooh, that Turkey going off the berm there. So Detail and Real Deal already to 1-2 again, like they were in the last race. Hunter, Slaunch back and forth, Armada, Roman, Soul. Luke for the podium in the last race, like an 8th or so here. Roman with the top 5 in the last race. He's around that same position. So Luke and Roman pretty deep in the field at this point. See if they work their way back up. We saw speed out of them in the last moto, so keep an eye on that. But Detail, Real Deal, and Slaunch definitely in the positions, or around the positions we'd expect them to be in early on here with their starts. Got some 3 wide action. Almost, well, it was almost peaking a 4 wide. That would have been pretty crazy. Through the sand, it's Soul, Luke, Armada, Hunter. Oh, no. They don't know the layout. No. They don't know the layout. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. But anyways, yeah, unfortunately, we're ripping this night, and we already lost a bit of time, and tried to get the second moto going quickly, and some drivers did not, take a peek, get a sight lap. I guess there wasn't much time. Well, there was the whole week, to be fair, but yeah, learning the track on the fly. I mean, if you want to be at top performance, that is the advertisement there for, definitely give the tracks a peep throughout the week if you can. But on that lap already, we're going to, 2 down, and the move's already being made. Roman cheesing a bit there, but he is making up some positions. I was saying to look out for Luke and Roman, and Luke's already behind Slaunch there. Roman's already, that'll put him in 5th now with those moves being made. And this battle's close. Slaunch and Luke. Slaunch to the inside, Luke to the outside. Let's see how this goes. Slaunch keeping it clean. Luke is going to take the position at the end there as they go into the whoops. Slaunch, got to give him credit for sticking out the night on the Xbox One. That is not easy. Don't know how he's doing it, but got to give him credit for that. I definitely probably wouldn't have bothered racing if that was the situation that I was in, so got to tip it. Good battles here in the mid-pack. Wow, a lot of good battles. Hold up. The top spots are getting strung out a bit, so I'm going to peep this for a bit because I want to see some battle action. So we got Hunter leading this pack. Armada sending it on Turkey there. I like that. Going side by side, picking different ruts there. Oh my God. Armada just slammed it into Turkey. He just didn't care. Just didn't care. Sent him off the whoops. I don't think it was intentional, I'm going to be honest. Oh. But that is what happened there. Soul taking the position from Armada. Opix trailing him. Turkey falling a few positions back now. They're all struggling. Well, all of them except for Opix. He gets the clean run through that very important first rhythm. Probably one of the most important parts of the track, that first rhythm. Run it well, can gain a lot of time. Cheese it, you can lose a lot. The other couple parts, that jump leading into this straight, you can lose a lot of time if you don't get it proper. This whole whoop section as well. A lot of time to be gained, a lot of time to be lost, and you can even wreck and flip if you get a really bad run going into the whoops. So those are a few of the key points in the track to keep an eye on throughout the race. All the sections are important. You can definitely make up some time and cheese right here too. This part right here is a little more tricky than it looks in hitting your marks and having your speed where you want it. And like not bogging, like that whole last part of the track is a lot trickier than it probably appears as well. So those are the few like main sections on the track I would say where look out for people to make mistakes and to make up time there as well. Oh yeah, well here you have it. Yeah, Armada and Soul going through it. Here comes Turkey, keeping it clean, just getting a run on Soul. On Turkey, ripping it through the whoops. I want to see some battle action. Oh, no, really? Wow, I did not expect him to case that. So we're about 5 laps deep, about a third of the way through the race. Let's get an update on the field. Good point to do so. That's Detail. That's your leader right now. And you can see the gaps. They're pretty even. Detail, then Real Deal. They got about a section on each other. Then Real Deal's got about a section on Luke up to 3rd now. Slaunch in 4th, and they've got about a section between them. A little closer that gap, but still. And then Slaunch and Roman, they've got about a section between them. Just saying the same thing here. Top 5, working to that set order. We'll see if they can get any battle action this race, but that seems to be how it's going for tonight. And Hunter in 6th, he's gotten a bit of a gap there. He's got about a section on Opix. Opix is holding off Armada, Turkey, Camby, Soul, and these back spots, I might have to watch them because this is where it's kind of at right now. This is where a lot of the battle action, like the top 5, they're kind of locked in at the moment. I don't think it's over. There'll be some lap action on this race too. I'm sure that'll spice things up too. But it'll be a bit. But yeah, that's how it goes. It doesn't mean it's bad racing or anything. Like same type of thing here that we're witnessing on a completely different type of track. That I feel like we witnessed on, the Reach Oval as well. Is like once the races, there's definitely a skill gap, and once a few laps have been ran, Obviously, there's no cautions in this, but once a few laps have been ran, like, cautionless, and the drivers kind of, like, work out to their cap. Can't be trying to dodge Armada there. That was rough. But yeah, like, once they kind of, like, settle in, they usually do tend to settle in. Like, they find their positions and they get locked into them. So that is how it goes a lot of the time. The battle action in the beginning is always fun to watch, though. Same thing here with the oval action, too. Love watching the early race cheese in both these types of racing. But yeah, again, not every race is going to be a rolled oak. Gotta have some strung out races, too. Otherwise, those wouldn't be so special if it was every week. That's the way that I look at it, so... Sometimes it's kind of a breath of fresh air, too, to not have, like, so much chaos. At least I find it that way. I unironically, from a racer's perspective, enjoy the less battle-y races every once in a while as the break from the chaos. I feel like most people don't agree with that, but I think it's a nice breath of fresh air every once in a while. Cool. Not faded yet with the camera work there, I promise you. Mata and Soul putting on a good show. They just can't get away from each other. So about halfway point here. I am curious. I do want to look at the leaders. Well, there they are. To get an idea, like, what are we looking at here? You know, when is the lapped action coming into play? And I'd say in a couple laps. I'd say like 3 for sure. Judging off that gap right there, Detail can almost see the back. Well, he can see them on the opposite rhythm, but like he can almost see them on the same rhythm right now. So with the way that they're battling for those back positions, I'm going to say Detail will be right there with them. Oh, that's unfortunate for Ramda. Damn, that's just a tough mistake there. But I think he'll be there in 3 laps tops. So, and that could spice things up. So we got to keep an eye out on it. But yeah, the gap, I think Detail stretched his gap, to be honest. Real Deal and Luke maybe closed a bit, and Slunch and Luke kind of where it was as well. So, maybe something spicing up for second, third, fourth. I'm not sure if Roman can do it though. He looks like he's lost time, and he's got a lot to make up, and he's got such a big gap. Yeah, Roman's probably locked into his 5th place unless something crazy happens. He just looks. Roman's having one of those unfortunate ones where you're just alone. It's a tough one. Could have some spice for 6th place, though. Opix is not that far off of Hunter. He's got a lot of time to work with. Opix did finish 6th on Centennial as well. And he has been on kind of a hot streak on these types of races. So Opix trying to make it into that, prestigious grand final qualification. And he's there right now, and he's trying to hold on to it. And it's going to be a season-long effort. And like I said, I think a lot of it's going to be the tracks that you're not as confident on. And this probably would be one of those for him previously, but he's been kind of ripping on them. This entire season, all these types of tracks have been very good at them so far. Gotta give credit to Hunter, too. Hunter's having a good run here at Salt Lake. He liked this one in Halo 5 as well, and pretty good run for him here so far, too. And I think that prediction's going to happen a little earlier than I thought, because Detail already got by. He already got by. It's Real Deal and Luke now. I think Real Deal must have cheesed. There must have been some mistake with Real Deal, because he lost a lot of time. And now it's, kind of workable. Luke's right there. And with Armada too, maybe some lapper cheese coming into play. See something happen here. Could maybe see something happen here. Armada going to try to hold on to that the best that he can, though. Yeah, Detail's getting around Camby. Wow. That is just locked. That is just super locked. Take a look here. See what he's doing out front. A little bouncy in the whips that time. But yeah, he's super checked in this one. He's looking on a mission tonight. This is spicing up, though. This is spicing up. Armada not giving the position away easily. And yeah, not blue flagging easily. Real Deal's struggling to get around him. This is giving Luke an opportunity here. So we may have a podium battle. We've been waiting on it. May finally have it. the help of Armada here, potentially. Ripping through the first section. I guess Real Deal had enough of that. That's one way to blue flag. I get it, but don't know about that one. But Armada getting hit with the fuck out the way on that one. And now the track is clear. Not like the battle potential's over, though. But Armada not going to be a factor anymore. It's going to be going to three to go this time by. Yeah, decent. What is it, like 4 or 5 gooses or so? Still the closest that we've seen it all night. Oh, and that could be the open. Oh! Oh, they bring it back on super close. The run coming out. Let's beep again. Oh, man. Almost the Ramda cheese. Real Deal almost got hit with the Ramda cheese back at him. But yeah, he gets the... This is exactly what happened to Ramda. You see Real Deal gets the off center right there. Cheesing over the berm. Luke at the run, trying to hit the momentum action. And then that's not a good way, not a good place to make contact. But they're stopping. And eventually, it's close, but both get back out of track. Really close on that one. Battle gonna keep ripping. A little bit of contact for Luke afterwards going into the whoops. So it's not over yet. Running their lines that they tend to run, though. A little bit of force push. 3 laps to go still. Gonna be going to 2 to go this time. Still super close. Will Real Deal expect it? He does. Going with that line that they normally do. Battle on 2 to go for 2nd and 3rd place. Finally get some podium battle action tonight. I am curious how... I don't know if it's enough for Slaunch. I mean, he's still got a ways to go. It'd be sick if he was up here, too. That could get things really spicy. But unfortunately, he's just a little too far out. Just a little too far out. Unfortunate. Bit of a gap there. Trying to hold on to it. Oh, but a missed entry in the whoops. Real Deal's going to make up a lot of time, but it is going to put him offline to what he's used to running. Well, it happens to both of them, actually. Swapping off what they've been running all race. But that's a big gap there. That might seal the deal unless another mistake comes out of Real Deal on the last lap. White flag last time around. Still 1 more lap to go to seal another sweep on the season here. Just got to make it around. And yeah, we see the gap, especially with all those mistakes coming in. Super extended at this point. And just the solid ride through the whoops, looking like the GOAT LG on that one. Perfect run through the whoops. Only a few more sections to go to close it out. To the inside. 2 more to go. One more whoop section, slamming it. That's going to be it. Detail taking the win. Number 2, sweep on the night. And is that 3rd sweep by a driver on the season, I want to say? I think so. So kind of a lot already, actually. Real Deal will hold on to 2nd place. Got Harry for a moment. Luke taking 3rd. Finally got some podium battle action, though. Excited about that. Slaunch, little too far away at the end. I'm sure he would have loved for that to open up for him, but just a little too far away. Roman 5th. Some lap action. Lapper action. We'll try to call him out. Like the actual placements when they cross. Let's take a peep. We got a bit of a gap. Let's take a peep. There we go. Oh, did that just... Oh my god, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. Did that actually just... No way. Okay, so hold on. We're missing cheese here. I gotta take a look at this. So here we go. This is last lap for Hunter and Opix, and I was calling this out earlier. This is the battle for 6th place. And take a look at this. The different lines. They're gonna come together here. That's how they come together. Oh my god. But pretty clean so far. Opix is gonna have to do the different line because of that. I have to go for the alt. I don't know if that's what he tends to run. Oh, oh my god, that's brutal. That's brutal. Opix trying to keep it clean. Probably should have sent it. But yeah, yeah, I mean, this is... Wow. That's what they looked like for a moment on the last lap. This is the battle for 6th. That's tough. Opix, I'm sure, wishing he had one more lap, because, like, one more lap and not having to worry about the cheese there, like... Oh, man. Could have sealed the deal for double 6th place on that one. Do we have some cheese here, too? Oh, what are these photo finishes across the field? Hold on. Gambia and Turkey on the last lap. Also a battle. So that was 6th and 7th. This is 8th and 9th. This is their last lap. Their battle, too. Oh, Camby sends it. He gets it. Wow. I mean, it was a little rough, but in that situation, and Turkey made the mistake, I mean, I think that's fair game. What a move. What a move out of Camby. Wow. Just taking it. Had the opportunity, had to go for it, makes it happen. I would say no harm, no foul on that one. Great battle to the end between them. Like, we're just... Getting the photo finishes in Salt Lake, just how it should be, I guess. Soul. That should be, what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th place for Soul. Giving the salute. Ramda challenging his second Dave's single not sponsored of the night. For the last lap here. Closing it out. And that rounds it out. Oh no, he's already cheesed. No, I can't end with the cheese. Oh, perfect. There we go. That's gonna look so troll. So, going through. I don't think there'll be too much cheese tonight, so we'll rip through it. But as always, if there is cheese, docs will be in the description. So always take a look at that. But yeah, going through it. It's Detail sweeping the night, taking the second race, Real Deal second, Luke third, and Slaunch Roman 4th, 5th. So same exact top 5, so the overall, of course, will be the exact same top 5 in that order. Detail with 34 points, Real Deal 30, Luke 28, Slaunch 26, Roman 24, and then 6th place Opix does hold on to that with 21, Hunter 7th with 19, Camby 8th with 19 as well, Soul 9th with 16. Turkey 10th with 15, Armada 11th with 11, and Coop 12th with 6. So there you go. Here's your whole overall lineup in order for the night. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Pretty cheesy SX action, and congrats to Detail on the sweep tonight. Next week we're gonna have. Oh, yes. We got some more classic action. So if you liked the classic Salt Lake action, we got a little bit more of that for you next week, but with a bit of a twist like we had with Hog Guerco. We got Barvo Hog, Hogvo, Bar Hog, I don't know, Speedway coming up. That one's in the works, getting tested on, and looking pretty hot, looking like it's got some potential. So that's coming around next week. That's going to be the second of the 4 Hog remakes for those H5 classics. Really getting them in here at the end of the season. And yeah, from what we're seeing so far, that one's gonna be a cheese fest. I think all those are gonna be a cheese fest in their own way. Should be pretty fun to watch for sure. But yeah, that'll kick off the month of April with that one. So definitely stick around and keep your eyes open for that. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you next week.